Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader crude oil inventory report session for November 29th, 2023. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not to be considered individual financial advice. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. Pretty good move down this morning on crude. It'll turn back up in the last few minutes, but this is the kind of morning that it's very likely we're not going to get a whole lot of reaction out of the inventory report unless it's a pretty big miss. So we have crude January contract on the right on Spotlight. Upper left is unleaded January contract, also on Spotlight. That's a 20 tick range bar for NinjaTrader, a 0.002 momentum bar on TradeStation. The crude chart is a 8 tick range bar or 8 cent momentum bar. And on the lower left, we have the crude January contract 377 tick on counterpunch. And good morning, Potler Solutions. Good morning, Don. And we're under a minute to go. Still 30 seconds. And we have a potential get in sync long trade. Although actually I'd prefer to see a new trade there after we get a reaction to the report. Five seconds. And there's the report coming out. That's the lower end of our reaction range. There's a new trade. That's still kind of reaction. But and now we have a short trade. Still a minute and a half to go before our trade session. And that's our that's our reaction range, so not much. From 75.72 all the way up to 75.98, 26 cents. Cancel the short trade. Long trade is still active. And now a new short trade. And back up to the long. Another 35 seconds. either the long or the short, and the short's canceled again. Not a big reaction, so I would take that long trade as a possibility, especially if we can. Yeah, now that the 50's come down, 50's at 95, let's take that to 97. And it triggers in. We're in our session in the long trade. Short definitely was running out of gas. Not a whole lot of reaction, just kind of sideways movement from the report. Too far away from the 50 to get a short trade here. Trend strength is down at minus 25. Unleaded with the possible long trade, that actually triggers into the get in sync short. Unleaded in the short and a stop and reverse short 77. Still in the long at the moment on crude. Oh, and it would help to put an order in. And our stop and reverse is going to be at 77. So we'll put a sell stop market and move our stop up to there. One more close above the balance line and the stop and reverse will cancel. And there it is, the stop and reverse cancels. And I'm going to put my stop back down. Ooh, stop is actually just 2 ticks above the session low. When 4-tick adjustment is too big to make there. Now we're up above it. We got to have a solid close above the 50. See if we can get money management. The short trade on unleaded stopped out. And our first trade is a long. Actually, we got a full stop out on the short on the 377. That did trigger in, so now we go long. Small long trade. Having to go to all the way to target 3. And then a hard pushing down, stopping out, transitioning back to short. That went through the short, I'm afraid too fast to catch. Yeah, that went through the short too fast to catch, so unless it comes back up before hitting money management, that's going to be a no trade. And stopping and reversing back to short on crude on the spotlight chart. Just missing money management. Actually, that should have been set at 87. That was my mistake. So that 87 from 96 would have been a 9-tick loss. Actually, the way I traded it there, it was only a 7-tick loss. Oh, this is not looking good. We did trigger into the ultimately to the 377 tick short trade. It came back up to the entry, bounced up all the way to the 200 EMA, and now is seemingly trying to push back down a little. Unleaded is in another short. Yeah, this is kind of what I was worried about, was afraid of. It's kind of slow action. There's a stop and reverse at 16. That's at the full stop on the short trade. And our stop at 16 on the on the spotlight short trade as well. And definitely in trouble there. 377 tick seeming to show that we're moving back down a little bit. Spotlight trade still short. Still short on. Yep, and now we reversed along on the 377. Spotlight stops out. I will take one more trade on Spotlight because the original stop and reverse was a fairly small loss. Cut it well below a half. And unleaded stopping out and now going long. And we get the money management and target 2 on the 377. Trailing up to 24. So 12 ticks on target, 11 on the trailer. And looking for a new trade because we're definitely not positive yet. And crude moving back up now. As is unleaded. Unleaded approaching its money management. Money management at 800 even. Unleaded pushed up through its 200 EMA and now falling back below. Same with crude. Both on Spotlight. 377 tick coming back through the 50 EMA. And we have a short trade on the 377. And that's just a 10 ticker to target 2. Short has not triggered in on the 377. Nothing on the crude 8 tick or 8 cent. And unleaded is still in the long trade. Short trade is canceled now also. So 377 is flat, looking for a trade. Interesting, we're right around the session open on crude. Interesting, 8 cent difference in the open price on the 377 versus the range bar. Money management on unleaded. So that will go to entry was at 751, so that's going to be a major key level adjustment. Well, no, we're actually going to trail the balance line, so it's going to be 769, 773. Still trailing. 806 for target 1. And a long trade on crude. And I was late getting my order in. Trade number 3. Should have been in that if you were watching. Target 1 traders on unleaded. Got target 1 on that. We're still at 777 for the trailer. And we did come back and ultimately trigger into the long. And unleaded stopped out. So target 1 and a small trailer on for target 1 traders, just 2 positions off the trailer for target 2 traders. And needing another trade because I'm sure we're not positive yet. We did get long on the 377. Counterpunch 377 tick. Target 2 on that 377 is 11 ticks. This trade 3 on crude will mitigate our loss, but I suspect we'll be in a losing losing position. This will be a losing session. Money management and target 1. And in the new long trade on unleaded, we continue up. That will be a good trade. And we get the 11 tick target 1, and we're trailing at 64 on Spotlight, 67. Trailing at, looks like 53. Yeah, 53. And the long trade stops out. And we have a short trade at 64 on the 377. If needed, that one might actually have gotten positive. I'd say it's probably not yet. $58 for the trailer on Spotlight chart. Now we have a potential stop and reverse on unleaded. That's going to be 802, and that does trigger in. And actually that would be a major key level, so I'd take that down to $7.99. The reason I took that down to 802 is we're not going to take a stop at 806. We're going to key level that to 804. So then I'm going to take my stop and reverse adjust, and that puts me into a major key level adjustment, which brings me down to $7.99, and it did trigger in. Big adjustment, but I think that was worthwhile. What do we pick up on Spotlight? 18 ticks to target 1, and we currently have 6 ticks in hand on the trailer, and it stops out on the trailer at 58. So we got 24 ticks out of that, and that ends the session with 3 trades. Money management on unleaded. Short trade triggered in on $3.77, and we got target 3 out of that. That will be the last trade I'll track on that. That should come close to getting us positive. Target 1 on unleaded, 801 for target 2 traders for the stop. Major key level adjustment again. So that's going to be the only chart that's still running is our unleaded. Let's see, what's our target 2? 67, and our loss was 68 times 2 is 136, and we got 51 to 77. We got 26 out of that, so we got 52 from 136, puts us at 84. Target 1's worth 43 on that one, 55 on that one, 98, so we'd still be 38 down and need some trailer. We're going to need some trailer either way. Oops. And we got target, but we didn't get enough trailer to get us there. So we do go long. And it's not a stop and reverse since we stopped out on the trailer first. Oh, wait a minute, we got 26 there. So that puts us down 12. Nope, didn't quite get 12. We get entry at 803, and let's see, we only got 3 ticks out of that, so we're down 9 for target 1. We stop out there, target 1's still going to be down 1 tick. I would probably just say that's enough. But still long. And we have a potential long trade. Let's see, our long, oh, wait a minute, we got into a long. Oh, no, we didn't get into a long. That was, we got to target 1. So that became a no trade. Oh, that was a squeeze zone that came off with the chase, but we'd gone too far by the time it came off. So. Long trade canceled, so we're still flat on the 377. Still didn't get target 1. Target 1 will definitely get target 1 traders positive. So we're down 78 for target 2. Down just 9 at the moment for target 1. I might go ahead and push that to 2 ticks. Push it up a tick to 804, and that would put us positive for target 1 traders and get you out of the exposure. And there it goes through target 2. And trailer is at 838. Target 2 was 70. So down 14, no, down 8. And we've got more than 8 on the trailer, so that both target 1 and target 2 traders will be positive on unleaded. Took some work, but we got there. I'm afraid we've got a no trade there. Let's see. Yep, we got a no trade there. That trade is way too fast on 377. I wasn't going to track anything more on that. All right, 847 from 803, so 44 ticks on the trailer. So we're up at least 30 something on target 2. Target 1 is down 3 coming into the trade, got 45, so it's up 42, and has 44 so far on the trailer. Target 1 is going to be better off than target 2 today. Not by much. Actually, yeah, by a fairly good margin. Some almost 50 ticks. And we get a little bit more, 849. Yeah, 849, and stopping out at 849. So that wraps up the session. Any questions? All right, folks. That's all for today. We'll call it a day and reconvene tomorrow morning at 9:30 for our last trading session of November. There we go. And we will see you, Albert. Have a good one. Everybody have a good afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow.